Hi, this is Rony Mullick, and you're watching the Week Ahead Show. And let us discuss what happened in the markets previous week. So, Nifty, Bank Nifty, and also the Nifty Mid Cap Small Cap Index, all of them ended positive. So, that was definitely a good week, and specifically IT Index towards the end of the week recovered. So, overall, if you look at the charts, you can see that. Let us open up Nifty. So Nifty on a weekly candle, you can see a green positive closing for Nifty. It is up 1.68% over last week. Back Nifty, very impressive, ending above 40,000 and actually it ended at 40,400 plus. So that is definitely good, up 2.52%. And then we have the Nifty IT index, which was finally up by 3.5%. So overall, the market was pretty bullish. Foreign institutional investors continued to buy in the markets, bought for around 6,000 crores in the previous week, and DII or domestic institutional investors have sold for around I think 350 crores, very small amount. So overall, markets are looking resilient. The global markets may be bad, but Indian markets are definitely looking very strong. At least over the last week, every time there was a dip, it was bought into and the markets went higher and higher. So this was the markets overall. So on Friday, the US markets also closed well in the green. So that is also a very good thing for the global markets, because US markets, whenever they are positive, it is likely that the global markets would recover as well. So overall, S&P 500 up by 1.5% on Friday, Nasdaq up by 2.17%, and even Dow Jones is up by 1.19%. So US markets finally recovering from its lows. It's a good sign, but let us see if this is a trend reversal or it's an actual bear market bounce. That is what we have to watch out for in the US market. So until that time, at least on Friday, it ended positive. That is why SGX in Nifty is indicating slightly positive opening for the markets, and dollar index has been coming down steadily after touching a high of 110.7. So that is cooling off. That is good for the markets, and a rally with in conjunction with dollar index falling is definitely a sustainable one. So let us hope that the dollar index continues to come down further. That is going to sign a bullish trend for the global markets, and obviously Indian markets are quite strong despite negativity. If the global markets recover, Indian markets should recover even more. So that is the expectation for next week. The bias is on the bullish side. So let us see how the things turn out. Apart from that, crude oil prices are stabilizing around $86. This is the US oil. So that is again nothing of a major concern. India VIX is down to 17.7, and US VIX also crashed by 3.4%, but still it's above 20. It's at 22.78. So if US VIX comes down below 20, India VIX is near 15. That is definitely a positive sign for our markets and the global markets as well. So right now things are looking slightly strong, and overall, let us look at SGX Nifty. It is indicating 17,870 as the level for since it's opened in the positive. US markets closed positive. It is showing a gap up of around 50 points, 50 points. We have to see where it opens tomorrow. Tomorrow, very importantly, the Chinese markets and the Hong Kong markets are closed because it's public holiday tomorrow. So for the pre-market show, we have to rely on the US futures and also the Korean markets and the Japanese markets for tomorrow morning. So that is what you can discuss. And apart from that, we have some news as well for the next week. What are the things you should be watching out for on Monday? First things is the GDP data for the month of July. This is the UK's GDP data. Expectation is 0.4% positive. Let us see what happens. And then the data you should be watching out for is India's inflation data, which is due to be announced around 6.9%. That is 0.2% higher than last time. So we will be keeping a close eye on this. If this is above this, then it is negative. If it is above 7, obviously it's a negative sign. But in case it is below 6.9, that is definitely a positive sign for the market, and markets will rally even further. Along with this, two more data, that is the IIP or Indian Industrial Production Data. and Indian manufacturing production for the month of July will also be announced tomorrow, along with inflation data. So those can be watched out for. Apart from that, Tuesday we have the German inflation data coming in. Then we have the UK's unemployment rate coming in, and most importantly, the US inflation data is going to be very, very crucial, and it is going to set the tone for the upcoming week. So what is the expectation? Expectation is 8.1 percentage. So that's a 0.4 percentage dip in the inflation from the month of July to August. So let us see if that happens. So if, in case that is there, so US markets will definitely act in a positive manner. So that is going to be good for the markets. So in case it's above 8.1%, then that is definitely not a good sign. So US inflation data is to be followed up very closely. And apart from that, there is on Wednesday, you can see there's the GBP, the UK's inflation data and India's wholesale price inflation data coming in, but these are not that important. So I think it is the data that you should be watching out for next week is Tuesday US inflation data, and also India's inflation data is also coming out on Monday. So these two data I think will be more than enough for next week's trade. So coming to OI activity, the 15th of September, that is next week expiry, people have sold a lot of call options above 17,900 and 18,000. So these levels are going to be crucial. And since the US markets are positive, if our markets open with a gap up and continues to move up, these people will be in a lot of trouble and they might have to square off their positions. That can propel the markets even higher. Coming to Bank Nifty, same story. 40,500 looks huge. There's a huge amount of call OI, and in fact 4,500 and above, people have sold a lot of call options. In case the markets are moving up, opening above 4,500 and going up continuously, these people will have to run for cover. That will propel the markets even higher. Coming to Nifty, so on Friday, markets opened with a gap up. The high was around 17,925, but it could not be sustained and the markets fell. So still the markets are bullish because it closed above 17,800, which is the major support. So next week 17,800 and 17,630, these are the supports you should be watching out for. And on the upside, last high is around 17,950 to 980, that is an important resistance, and next should come around 18,100. These levels you should be watching out for. In case the markets are extremely bullish, 18,327 and 18,585, these are the two supports I will be watching out on the upside. In case of Bank Nifty, 40,800 is going to be very crucial. Then 41,800 should be again the last level. That is the all-time high levels for Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty looks positive. It ended positive. So Bank Nifty definitely you can watch out for 40,870, 40,900. These are the levels is the first resistance. There could be a selling pressure when Bank Nifty goes around those levels. So definitely watch out for that. And down below 40,000 should act as a good support, and if that is broken, 39,700 should act as a next level of support. So next week's view is around 39,700 on the downside to 41,000 on the upside for Bank Nifty, and in case of Nifty it is around 18,300 on the upside and 17,630 on the downside is what we can expect. So these are the levels you should be watching out for, and also along with the data that we discussed. So keep an eye out for those as well. And again, for tomorrow morning's intraday trade, I will be updating the levels in the pre-market show. So until that time, have a good night and thank you for watching.